everybody, it's Natalie from Light of Ascension Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is for the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is coming up on December 4th. It'll be like, a little bit after midnight on December 4th. So if you're up on December 3rd, like late into the night, you can maybe check it. That's if you're in the US. Of course, like they always say, don't go looking directly. Don't go trying to look at eclipses directly. Like, you want to fast, you want to pray, you want to drink your tea and mind your business is what I always say during eclipses. I do think, we just had our eclipses come in pairs. So we just had that eclipse a couple of weeks ago, the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, and that one was really, really harsh. I think this one is going to be easier and is going to be a little bit lighter is what I'm hoping after that new moon or after that full moon eclipse that we had in Taurus. Yeah, so hoping it's a bit softer. Also today, Neptune went direct, and let me just look. I believe, yeah, this eclipse is squaring Neptune in conjunction to Mercury. We just had a Mercury Sun Cazimi a couple days ago too. So we're all lit up with Mercury and Neptune, but it feels softer to me. It actually feels a little bit softer. It feels like downloads. It feels like sensitivity. It feels a little bit better. So good news for everybody there. And so today's reading is just going to be messages from Spirit at this time as we are kind of going through eclipse season, and we are going to be nearing the end of the eclipses for 2021, and 2021 has been a hell of a year, and it was a Wheel of Fortune year for me, and it certainly did spin my ass up and down and upside down. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it for all of my beautiful viewers watching today. And yep, let me just find my wand. There it is. And let's go through the piles. So pile number 1 is the Amethyst. If you're into the Amethyst, you'll choose pile number 1. For those of you that are into the Smokey Quartz, you will choose pile number 2, okay? And for those of you that are into the Citrine, you will choose pile number 3. Citrine, so let me just go through. Amethyst is very good for the third eye. So if you're feeling very third eye activated, maybe you'll choose pile number 1. Smoky Quartz is great for grounding and protection, the root chakra, and protecting your energy if you're feeling pile number 2. And for pile number 3, Citrine, I believe, is sacral chakra because of like the orange. And but yeah, if you're really wanting to tap into creativity and warmth and intimacy and that kind of stuff, you can go ahead and choose the Citrine, okay? So with that being said, everybody, you can go directly to my description box below to find your pile. You can also watch more than one pile too. There may be more than one message for you. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm so happy that you guys are with me. I feel like this channel is like my little oasis, and you guys are here with me, and we're on like a spa, we're at an oasis together, and we're just enjoying our spirituality together. So I really appreciate that, you guys. And let's go ahead and get into it, my darlings. Let's do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Amethyst, and today's reading is about the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius coming up on December 4th. But these messages are timeless whenever you get this, okay? And these are going to be messages from Spirit today, and we're just checking in, okay? Pile number 1. So let's go ahead and pray just for a moment. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my number 1 pile today who chose the Amethyst. Please help us with our third eye activation and clearing all the energy. All right, thank you, Spirit, and make us lighthearted, happy, and joyful. Okay, thank you so much. And maybe we all need, it is the winter time here in the Northern Hemisphere, so we all need like a little bit of pick me up at this time, maybe like a warm beverage to drink, maybe some hot cocoa with marshmallows in it or some warm tea. I like all of that. Spirit, what else? Oh, Spirit is showing me someone lighting a match. Okay, maybe you did recently, or you just like the smell of like a match being lit, but Spirit is showing me someone using a match to light something. Yeah, what about like a little fire outside, right? Especially during the cold months. That's nice. Let's see if you have the ability to do that. Let's see what else, Spirit, will you show me for pile number 1, please? All right, pile number 1, you're gonna get a kiss under the mistletoe, my lovelies. 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You guys are like, what? All I've been doing is working. What are you talking about, Natalie? All right, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's like crickets, right? Someone mentions romance, pile number 1. It's like crickets. I know how it goes, pile number 1, but Spirit is showing me crickets and giving me the sound of crickets right now. So that's really interesting. Let's go ahead for my beauties in pile number 1 and see what messages does Spirit have. We have the Gaia Gateway activation, learning experience, wisdom transmissions, and earth intelligence. Okay, talking about, you know, really connecting with that earth energy, really getting into that type of like grounding spirit. All right, I also feel weirdly like I'm looking at like slices of deli meat or turkey or ham or something like that. I don't know, maybe you guys had a sandwich or you were grocery shopping or something, but yeah, the things you think about, I feel like pile number 1, when you're just like wandering around or doing the dishes or grocery shopping, there's a lot of like wisdom transmissions going on for you. You might not even realize it at the time when you're just kind of like walking around, and you may feel it later on, or you may get a message later on, but you didn't realize that, you know, hey, it was kind of already implanted in you before. Let's see what else here. We have no. Okay, so this eclipse is about, I feel like you guys giving yourself enough time and space to learn, to be patient, to soak up all the wisdom, to be outdoors if you can be, to take a walk, to breathe fresh air, and to say no to the insane busyness that often accompanies this time of year. So this is a very boundaried no, and some of you may have come to this reading with a question on your mind as well, and we're gonna get more into it, but this angel has her hands up like this, and she's like, no, okay? So maybe that's just you saying no to people asking you to do like 1,000 extra things when you really need a day off, when you really need to take time for yourself, okay? It's just like, no, I'm not interested, I don't want to. And just getting really firm in your boundaries, okay? For this eclipse, we have mystery. Yeah, the mysteries, pile number 1. So Spirit wanting to talk to you about the sacred mysteries right now, and not worry about things making sense. That's the other thing Spirit is saying to me. Like, pile number 1, don't worry that everything has to make sense all the time. You know, don't try to make sense out of something that is just like, it's just meant to be felt. I almost feel like pile number 1. Like, I feel like this new moon in Sagittarius is kind of like hippie energy in a way. It's like we're all just supposed to like get loose or whatever and like be hippies for a while, embrace the Sagittarian vibes, okay? But yeah, don't worry, don't stress. Like, if there are things that you're like, but I want to know, like, I want to know why, or I want to know what, just Spirit is saying, just be in the mystery right now. We have caution. Okay, that's what this no is about. I feel like Spirit is saying during the month of December in general to be very cautious about what you commit yourself to, okay? Especially if you don't know, like, why someone is asking or what the intent behind it is, okay? So be really cautious with your time and energy during the month of December, and especially around this time of the eclipse. Like, don't work too much during the eclipse either, because people have a tendency to be a lot tired, more tired during eclipses. Now, for some of you here, I don't want to scare you, but for some of you watching this, I do feel like it's a little bit of a warning, okay? Like not to go deep. Spirit is telling you not to go deeper into something, okay? Let the mystery be what it is and stop trying to figure it out, okay? It blows the circuit, you know? It like blows a circuit within a person if we just, you know, have to keep going and going and going on something internally, right? So Spirit's saying, you know, don't do that, okay? And we have, it says, I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Moon goddess Artemis, okay? Sometimes it's better to leave a stone covered, right? You know that whole saying of don't leave any stone uncovered? In this case, I feel like leave the stone covered, okay? Leave it covered. It's fine to stay covered. And it says, I'm connected to the earth and life all around me. Yeah, a lot of earth intelligence here. And sometimes if you have an answer, if you want a question answered, you can ask, you can do like a nature walk and say, if I see a bird in 3 minutes and the answer is yes, if I don't see one, the answer is no, right? Like you can do that. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, definitely say no to anything during this time, especially during the month of December or this time in general that is really exhausting to you, all right? Like, you know, this is the time to like open up a window and just flutter away, okay? This is the time that you do the old Irish goodbye. If you're at a place and you don't want to be there any longer, just, you know, float out of wherever you're at, okay? And I definitely feel like an energy of just being like, let's chill, let's relax, okay? Here's the Devil. Okay, so you may be, here's what I feel like Spirit is cautioning you guys about. Trying to figure out a situation that has really been bothering you or has really taken a lot out of you, or something where, you know, you can tell like there's an elephant in the room, okay? This could be at work, this could be with a friend, a loved one, whatever it is. There's a family member, there's an elephant in the room. And I feel like right now it's still gonna be there, all right? I don't feel like this is really going anywhere right now, pile number one, but at the same time, like right now is, I feel like not really the time to like worry about it or deal with it, okay? Spirit really wants you to focus on your connection to nature right now and the mysteries of life. We have the Three of Wands, okay? There is going to be a time where you're going to take action, okay? But right now is the time for you to chill the F out. I feel pile number one, okay? Especially during this eclipse, right? Eclipses are usually very malefic, and you know, you can feel it in the environment when you walk outside. But I feel like Spirit is saying take a break from a situation just that feels like so limiting and makes you feel like you're trapped. I know that maybe some of you are wanting to just take action because you're sick of whatever it is that has really been like a thorn in your side. I feel like pile number one, okay? And Spirit's saying like they want you to prepare, all right? So rest and relax and relax your mind, okay? You're gonna feel so much better once you tell this person no, or once you stop doing all this other extra stuff. For some of you, you're gonna feel so much better after you just simply say no, okay? And we have Archangel Ariel. We have environment, abundance in your environment. Yeah, more earth stuff. Guardian of the earth. Wow, 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 wow. Pile number one. How cool. Environmental abundance and guardian of the earth. I am connected to the earth and all of the life around me. Yeah, if you just go for a walk and you don't have any like thing playing and you're just listening to the sounds of nature around you, it is very peaceful. All right. And instead of worrying about like whoever in your life is, whatever is weighing you down, I feel like Spirit just wants you to take a break from that right now, pile number one, okay? There's going to be plenty of time to like take action and move forward. I feel like it's after this eclipse, okay? We have citrine and happiness. Oh my God, that's so funny because pile number 3 actually has the citrine in it. So maybe this is a sign for some of you guys to watch pile number 3 as well. And it's interesting how much earth energy is here because pile number 2 had the smoky quartz and I was talking about grounding. So that's really interesting. I feel like during Sagittarius eclipses, it's like all of our energy is kind of like blending together in a way. And yeah, and I feel like you guys are just, there might be something that has been worrying you a little bit or concerning you a lot, but I feel like right now, Spirit just doesn't want any extra energy around you. Spirit wants to hold you in a place of contentment and happiness and focusing on like the small things, taking a walk, getting a coffee, like whatever it is that you want to do. We have Criscola sound healing. Okay, so music could be very healing for you right now. Criscola blends the heart chakra with the throat chakra. It balances the emotions and it brings peace and harmony to the mind and heart. When used with mantra or chant, spoken prayer or sacred song, it facilitates sound healing. Criscola is a good stone for counselors, therapists, and anyone who uses a spoken word to heal and comfort others. Wow. My voice has power. I use it to improve the well-being of myself and others. Yeah, you may have felt like there's some people in your life that like constantly talk over you and you wonder like, why is the power dynamic so weird with me and this person? Why does it always feel off? Okay. And Spirit is just saying right now is the time to like push for, you can deal with it. You'll deal with it in the future. But like right now is the time to kind of block it out and get that inner peace going on within you. All right. And right now is really not the time to take action right now either. Right now is the time to prepare for future action. Okay, we have nothing will come of this situation, void, of course, moon. So I feel like this is just, again, for some of you here, a little bit of a warning if you're thinking about, like, I'm going to do something right now. Like, I immediately right now, I'm going to take action on something right now. I feel like it's going to be a waste of your energy, okay? Like, I feel Spirit is just saying here, wait until there's a full moon here. So wait until the next full moon, which the next full moon, I think the next full moon will be the full moon in, what is it going to be? It's the full moon in Gemini. Okay. And, that's going to happen like later in Sagittarius season. Right. So just wait a little bit and, like later into December, more towards like the end of the year, okay, is when I feel if you do take action on something right now is the time to shore up your strength and to rest and to get some healing, you know, pull some healing through on this eclipse, okay? Ooh, we have sensuality. I feel like she's here with headphones on, listening, blocking the world out, and she's kind of like daydreaming about somebody that's on her mind. And she's just letting her mind wander a little bit to someone that she thinks is cute or fun, or just getting away from the heaviness. Some of the heaviness I feel you guys have been dealing with, okay? We have sensuality, your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. Your freedom flowing from far away. Pile number 1. Yeah, Spirit just wants you to be kind of far away right now. They don't really want anyone to be able to like reach your energy too much or like grind on you right now. Spirit is trying to protect you so you can just be like in your own energy. All right. This very like beautiful pink, peach kind of a color, very sweet. Okay, Spirit wants to give you some sweetness right now. All right, some good dreams maybe. Like, how about a good dream, right? How about a good dream for once? How about, you know, a kiss from, if you have a person and you like them, how about a kiss from your favorite person? How about a good dream, right? How about imagining the future and how sweet it could be, right? How sweet it is to be loved by you. Pile number 1. So let's go ahead and see what messages does Spirit have for pile number 1 All right, we have the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor sure knows how to say no. When something's gotten to be too much, or when something is like they disapprove of it or they're not into it, the Emperor is very, very boundaried, okay? And the Emperor is sure of what they want to do, but also the Emperor is not taking like action that is just like willy-nilly, okay? The Emperor is like biding their time, taking it easy, waiting a little bit, checking out the conditions, you know, and then is going to take action, all right? So let's see what messages here for pile number 1, please, Spirit. We have the High Priestess. Wow, what a combination. Interesting. Pile number 1, not only are you very intuitive and in touch with your, whether you're a man or a woman, in touch with your feminine energy, but you're also very boundaried and disciplined and smart in your own way too, okay? And it is about honoring both sides of you. If you've gotten too yang, then go within. Be with the priestess within you, okay? The High Priestess is called the Priestess of the Silver Star. The Silver Star is the moon. Isn't that beautiful, pile number 1? The Priestess of the Silver Star, okay? And if you've gotten too yang and you've been too busy and there's been too many things going on and responsibilities have been heavy, Spirit is saying these energies are like needing to be balanced within you, okay? Like taking it a little easy, my darlings, okay? So reconnecting to the earth again, reconnecting to the animals, to the earth, to your, for those of you that are witchy, connecting to like your witchy side. These things definitely need a little bit of balance. Oh, there's the 4 of Swords. Again. Give it a rest, right? Pile number 1, give it a rest. The only thing I would say with this new moon in Sagittarius solar eclipse is that it kind of wipes people out a little bit, because it's the Sagittarian energy is kind of chaotic. So it can kind of like wipe people out. So just take it easy. Just rest and take it easy. Clear your head, clear your head. I know you probably have a bunch of things you want to get done, or responsibilities piling up, or certain worries that you have, but just chill for a minute. Pile number 1, just chill. Let's go ahead and see what else for pile number 1, please. What else for pile number 1? Oh, the 3 of Swords. Yeah. Well, the 4 of Swords comes right after the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords talking about pretty painful experiences that have a way of waking us up and making us stand at attention. You know, it's like if you got some swords going through your heart, right? Here we have this heart feeling, this heart chakra and throat chakra, and balancing through sound healing. And I think some of you, like with this devil energy and this mystery, I feel some of you guys need to kind of, if your heart has been hurting lately and you've been like in your head a lot about why this, why that, why is this person this way, I think, you know, right now is a good time to ask Spirit to relieve some of these like thoughts from your head, all right? To let things settle for a while. Just let things be settled for a while. Don't keep trying to stress yourself out with thoughts of why this, why that. And yeah, again, with this 3 of Swords and the caution and nothing will come of this, if you're thinking about like reaching out to someone or making a move on something right now, again, I feel with this 3 of Swords, don't concern yourself with that right now, okay? You don't need to concern yourself with it. You've been through enough already. Right now is a time for you to just, you know, take in the healing energy, the sound healing, you know, listening to some things by binaural beats, right? Listening to those, listening to different like meditations before you fall asleep at night, sleep talk downs, right? Like just chilling a little bit, okay? Maybe there's a situation where someone really hasn't been respecting you, pile number 1, and your intuition is telling you that they're not respecting you, all right? And you know the truth, you're the High Priestess, pile number 1, but Right now, Spirit is just saying relax. Okay, what else? We have there's the Eight of Pentacles I saw at the beginning of your reading. All right, so you're very focused. You are very focused, and it's up to you what you want to do at this time. But I also think Spirit is saying when you're not working, rest, unplug, and relax. And when you need to get down to business, get down to business, all right? That way you're not wasting a bunch of energy, especially worrying about everyone else, right? Oh, there's the Strength card. I love it. Okay, the Strength card is the Daughter of the Flaming Sword, all right? And whenever I think of that title of this card, I imagine people standing behind her and clapping for her because they're like, I'm so proud of you, you know? And you guys, you're very strong, you're very dedicated, you work very hard, and you're very authentic, which is something I think people really like about you, pile number one. There's really no bullshit with you. You just like to keep things very straightforward and clean, especially in your heart space, which is why there may be a situation that's troubling you right now, because I feel like your nature is to live in peace, okay? That's what it is, yeah. And here's the Five of Swords. So you are basically turning your back. Look at the Strength card is turning her back. She's closing the lion's mouth and she's like, not today, okay? And the lion's a little bit surprised, like, wow, you know, their toes are kind of curling and digging into the paws are digging into the earth and the toes are curling and they're like, oh, you know, I really don't want to be told what to do, right? And I feel like, but you guys are so gentle. I feel you're like a very gentle, loving spirit, and you're really turning your back on some energies that have felt like very unfair. And I know you need to address them, pile number one. I know there's certain things that you do need to address, and you will. But I feel like right now Spirit is saying, you know, if it helps, just think of this situation, whatever it is that's going on for you, just think of it as something that's going on way in the background for right now. It's like, you know, something like a radio station that's playing way, way, way in the background. You'll address it, you will. But for right now, you're turning your back on this situation because you're just gonna focus on what's in front of you for right now and take a little bit of a rest, okay, pile number one? So this is what energy, look, there's Temperance, right? Your whole reading, I feel like, was about temperance. Taking it easy, right? Taking it easy, pile number one. So thank you so much, my lovelies. I hope that reading was, and again, I feel one more message here. There may be somebody in your life that doesn't like that you're ignoring them, that doesn't like seeing you like rise above things. But don't worry about that, pile number one. Don't worry about that. That isn't your problem right now. And yeah, you're gonna deal with stuff a little bit later, but right now is the time to, you know, keep your strength, okay? Keep your strength, no self-sabotage. Thank you so much, pile number one, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care, my darlings. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. All righty, let's do it. Pile number two. Let's do it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the Smokey Quartz, and today's reading is a new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius reading. And we are going to be asking for messages from Spirit at this time, all right? And it is December 1st today. Neptune went direct, and thank God we are out of November. Can I get a hallelujah? Pile number two. Can I get a hallelujah? We are in December, and we are going to be ready to close out 2021 very soon. So pile number two, if you've been feeling any sadness about this year or things or events that have occurred, just wanting to send you like, you know, just send you a loving hug, pile number two, and let you know that you're a treasure. And that's a message from Spirit. They're like showing me a treasure chest and with like gold and pearls hanging out of it and just filled to their brim. And they're like, tell pile number two that they're a treasure, okay? So pile number two, let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides for my beautiful pile number 2s, please connect me to the loving energy of pile number 2 and what messages Spirit wants to bring forward at this time. Okay, I feel like Spirit is preparing you for something good in your life, pile number 2. All right, it's like kneading bread or like rolling out using a rolling pin to like roll out the dough, right? It's like that phase when you're preparing and you're baking something or you're cooking something, that phase where it's like getting everything ready and prepping all the ingredients. Let's see what else Spirit will give me when it comes. Okay, they're giving me tomato soup. Maybe some of you had some recently, or I'm getting somebody may have had a reaction to eating tomato soup, like some kind of a reaction. If that's you, let me know. And yeah, I feel like some of you may be feeling a little nostalgic right now. Like I'm getting like milk and cookies, which is really interesting. Milk and cookies. Even if you don't do like regular milk, like an almond milk, pile number 2. Why am I getting so much food for you? Are you hungry, my loves? All right, are you eating, my loves? All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah. Spirit is laughing, okay? Yeah, Spirit is Mercury. They got a sense of humor. Your angels, I feel like, here's Mercury, the magician, all right? I feel like your angels have a sense of humor. They're like, tell pile number 2 it's about time they got spanked. I can't believe they're saying that, pile number 2. Anyway, that's my other channel, my 18 plus channel. So pile number 2, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what Spirit is bringing through for you. Ooh, ay, ay, ay. That's beautiful. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. Are you futurists, pile number 2? I feel like maybe things have been, like maybe you've had other things to worry about but lately, but when I feel like your mind is clear, you guys get extremely amazing downloads. You maybe have really amazing memories as well with this recalling energy and future thinking, all right? Amazing memories when you're not stressed and you have the time, but thinking about the future, definitely getting an Aquarian vibe here too, and Mercurial vibe, but with these Arcturian light codes, like recalling your power, pile number 2. We have, oh, success. I love that. Okay. And thinking about your future successes, and look at the angels throwing their arms up for you and being like, see, you did it. See, it wasn't that hard. Like all the planning and thinking that you've done. I feel like some of you go into the future and plant seeds for yourself in the future. And if you don't already do that, then I feel like that's a suggestion that's coming through right now, because it's like future thinking. Okay, I'm going to go into the future and plant a seed for myself in the future and say, you know, I intend for this to grow. Like that's the magician, right? That's the manifestation. And I feel like your angels are around you right now saying, throwing their hands up and being like, see, you did it. It wasn't that hard. Like you did it. I love that energy. We have balance. Oh, that's beautiful. Pile number 2. So yeah, needing a little bit more balance in your life right now and needing to celebrate your successes and just stop for a minute on this full moon lunar eclipse and appreciate how far you've come, okay, is what I feel like Spirit is saying. And we have determination. Wow, I love that yellow energy because it reminds me of these Arcturian light codes. And determination, right? So I think you guys are striking the balance between, you know, being super determined, working really hard, and balancing your life right now. And you're gonna see some really successful results when you incorporate balance plus determination into whatever it is that you're doing, all right? And we have, I will persist, my will is strong, determination. Yeah, the yellow definitely reminds me of the solar plexus, and of course the green is the heart chakra, talking about like when we really love something, it's much easier to be determined about it. And it says, I will persist, my will is strong, okay? Pile number 2, good for you. We have Justice. Oh my God, and there's the Balance card, right? Libra energy. And yeah, and it's like, I feel like your guides are saying, you know, you never gave up. You never gave up, and you were willing to, like, you were willing to be strategic about things. And you know, you didn't even have to be, there may have been people in your life before pile number 2 where you saw people, you know, really being aggressive about pursuing their own agendas, or really being like cutting other people down as a way to get ahead. Or maybe you just had some opinions about like success and what it meant to move forward, and does someone have to be like so awful just to kind of like get ahead, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying you're striking the right balance. You're coming from a place of love, and I don't feel like you wish like any negative karma on anyone right now, pile number 2, which is a good place to be in. And I feel like, you know, the rule for you is the rule of love and the heart chakra. And there's no one, like, there's no reason for you to have to be that tough right now anyway, in the sense of like cutting off or doing things like that, because like the best thing for you to focus on is your success and persisting, okay? We have the Queen of Wands. I love that. We have Libra energy and Aries energy with the Queen of Wands, or any fire sign really. And I feel like you're leaning into it, pile number 2. Like you're leaning into the new you is what I'm getting here. All right. And if you were very like logical and things had to be a certain way and things just had to like constantly line up for you in a certain way, I feel like you're becoming a lot more like just open is what I feel. And I feel like you're becoming more like go with the flow, or more like in your creativity, and less like judging yourself for your ideas or for the ways that you are, for the person that you are, the way you do things. I definitely feel like you're accepting yourself a lot more here. Oh my God. Pile number 2. Wow, wow, wow. And I want to say, for those of you that are readers yourself, or you have some type of spiritual business, and you've really been working hard on something, or you really, really want to be successful in that area, I feel like here it is. It's all lining up for you. You come from a place of love. You stay balanced. You stay in your ethics. You stay in your integrity. You're very creative, and you're willing to try new things, the Queen of Wands, and you have pride in yourself and what you're doing. High Priestess. Ooh, there she is. She's so tricky. I love her. She's just like all over the place, flying all over the place. Your guys' intuition like is growing even stronger. All right. And as it grows stronger, your determination, Queen of Wands, very determined energy, fire energy. The High Priestess. High Priestess showed up in the last reading too. So there is something, this eclipse is actually square Neptune, and Neptune just went direct. So there is a lot of spiritual energy, I feel like, coming up right now during this eclipse. And you're striking the right balance, pile number 2. This is amazing. You're striking the right, maybe it doesn't feel like a big deal to you, but I'm trying to tell you it is a big deal. And your spiritual team wants you to know that this is a big deal. You are striking the right balance between love, creativity, intuition, determination, all of these things. And your will is also very strong, and you are going to be very successful. Some of you planted a seed in the future, and now it is actually like turning up for you, okay? And I love this. I really, really do love this, because it's such a powerful combination. You're discerning, you're creative, you're following your intuition, you're accepting the mysteries of life. You're not holding back from seeing what needs to be seen anymore. Like you're trusting what you see and what you know and what you're hearing, okay? And that self-trust is part of what's making you successful, okay? We have Lord Ganesha, ooh baby, pile number 2. Ooh, baby. Let me see. We have removal of obstacles, clear path ahead. Pile number 2, I have chills. It is smooth sailing, my loves. Okay, it's smooth sailing because your hard work, your balanced energies, you balance your energy with love. Like all of this, the Arcturians are beaming their energy towards you right now, pile number 2. And the Arcturians are very subtle. Their energy is super subtle. So a lot of times you don't notice it, or you may not think it's a big deal, but this is a fucking big deal, okay? So I just want you to know. And you have Lord Ganesha in your court too. So I love me some Lord Ganesha. I hope you do too. Pile number 2. We have Iris and a line. Oh my God. All right, pile number 2. Your intelligence, your good sense to know the difference between right and wrong and the way you approach things through love is aligning you to your success and aligning you to your blessings, all right? And I feel you've always been the Queen of Wands and you've always had intuition. You've always known the truth about certain things. But what's really coming into play for you is this balanced energy and the energy of justice, okay? And it's like, it's due to you, you know? Like everything you've been doing, everything you've been learning, it's like it's due to you with this justice energy. Like it's only fair, pile number 2. Oh my God, we have Moonstone and Nurturing. Moonstone, which Moon, the High Priestess, is associated with the moon in the tarot. So how appropriate, right? The Moonstone is the yin counterpart to Sunstone and connects you with the divine feminine and moon goddess energies. Goddess Isis up in this reading for you, pile number 2. Sekhmet up here with the Queen of Wands and Athena up here with Justice. Come on now, pile number 2. Show us what you're working with. It enhances the yin qualities such as intuition, sensitivity, and connections to one's emotions. Moonstone promotes caring and nurturing for yourself and others. With its association with mothering and motherhood, it can promote fertility and help heal mother issues. Okay, pile number 2, this is a really good time for those of you that had really shitty, crappy mothers or just have any like really tough issues with your mothers, okay? This is a time right now where I feel like Spirit is helping you to align you to the right path. And because you're a favorite of Spirit, I mean, these energies don't just come through for anyone, okay? There's 78 cards in a deck, and you guys have the 3, you know, some of the 3 biggest baddies from the deck right here, okay? So I'm trying to impart to you that this is a big deal, all right? And right now is a time for you to truly connect towards your feminine side. And, you know, for those of you that did have a challenging relationship with your mother or a very unfair, unbalanced relationship, now is the time that a lot of that energy and healing is going to be returned to you through Spirit, okay? It says, I am connected to my feminine side. I always balance caring for others as well as nurturing my own needs. Yep, that is so much what the balance is about, pile number 2 for you. It's a big deal and it sets you on a path towards success, okay? The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. That is like that is music to my ears. Pile number 2 for you is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Take a breath, right? Pile number 2, like, has there been any sweeter words ever spoken? For those of you that have felt very alone or very alone or depressed, or you felt neglected or abandoned or cast aside, okay? It's like the Queen of Wands energy and justice here gives you enough yang to go with this yin and pull you out through determination out of this tough cycle. Okay, so draw on that energy, and you are nearing the end of a very tough cycle that has forced you in a way to align to your success. And it's challenging when that happens, but it's worth it, pile number 2. Ooh. Look at this, wisdom, the owl, okay? On a Wednesday with the waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Oh, yeah. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, isn't it? Today is Wednesday, I think. How funny. This is the Wednesday card. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. The wisdom energy, right? With justice and the high priestess. That is really, really strong wisdom energy. I'm feeling it hard right now, pile number 2. Good for you. Strong wisdom energy. All right, Spirit talking to you about nurturing yourself and aligning and clearing the path. The Arcturians are here helping you move into the future, move beyond the past, okay? Let's go ahead and see messages from Spirit for pile number 2 regarding on this new moon solar eclipse. There's the King of Pentacles. Success, booyah, pile number 2, good for you. The King of Pentacles. I have what I want, I have what I need, everything comes to me in abundance times 3. Pile number 2, I just made that up right now. But I mean, talk about the magic castle, right? Like you got the magic stick. Pile number 2. Let's see what else. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. I like it. The future seeds that you've been planting with the Arcturian light codes. Maybe you didn't know at the time. You just knew that you had an idea or you had a thought and you thought it was going to work. And so you just went for it. You didn't know how things were going to turn out. And maybe right now you're in a situation where you are like, hey, do I want to invest in this, or do I want to go do this, or is this something that I want? And I feel like Spirit is saying, go for it, okay? Go for it. This is going to be successful for you, pile number 2. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. I love the Wheel of Fortune too, because it shakes up the energy. I mean, sometimes it doesn't feel the best, like when we're on the bottom getting crushed, right? But, you know, talk about wisdom and the Sphinx, right? At the top of the wheel, talking about like the eternal truths and learning why, like, being at the top of your game is what I feel like, pile number 2. Good for you. Learning why things happen the way they did. Here's the Temperance Angel. I love that, okay? And Spirit is saying, we're blessing you. This is a blessing. Don't be worried. Don't be concerned. This is a fucking blessing. And it is due to you, pile number 2. So just enjoy the flow of the new energy that's going to be coursing through you. And this is a lot of Sagittarius energy here anyway, because the wheel is Jupiter and Temperance is Sagittarius. So this is like luck on your side. This is good luck for you, pile number 2, which is beautiful. I love that. Okay, let's see what else. What other messages here for pile number 2? I'm like, let's keep the energy flowing. We have, the 2 of Cups. All right. Ask and you shall receive, pile number 2. If there's something that you want, do you see how easy that was? I was like, let's keep the good feelings flowing. And then what pops out is the 2 of Cups. And, you know, once you really decide to commit to something, things, your path is more clearly defined, and then you can get to the work of creating your new life, okay? And there is going to be amazing people that you meet along the way that are going to be very healing for your soul and are going to totally understand who you are and why you're on this planet, okay? And that when someone really sees you, like, that is such a special gift in that moment. And to give that to someone is such a loving, generous gesture, pile number 2, okay? If you do that for others or others do that for you, that's a beautiful gift, okay? So let's see what else. Let's see one more. Let's get one more card for pile number 2, Spirit. One more. Did you guys just hit the jackpot tonight or what? Like, should you guys go play the slot machines, pile number 2, or what are you up to? Because the Empress, all right, the Empress, and this is you, like, fully not questioning yourself, fully in your power, fully trusting in the wisdom of Spirit, in your abundance, fully wearing your crown, just immediately knowing this is where I belong. I was made to do this. I was made to be here. This and knowing like I deserved this all along. I just had to commit to it, okay? And that's so beautiful, pile number 2. That is extremely beautiful energy. And talk about Lord Ganesha removing obstacles and clearing your path ahead in the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, your angels watching over you, helping you create the best life for yourself, helping you take all of your considerable resources, whether that's, you know, like whether it's actual like physical resources or it's your intentions and what you have to share and all the abundance within your soul. I feel pile number 2 is just, it's going to start pouring out. It's gonna start pouring out, my friends, all right? And any difficulties that you went through, like your determination, your will to persist is, yeah, it's putting you on your rightful throne. I feel like pile number 2. So good for you, my loves. Good for you. I love your reading. I hope you did too. And what positive energy for you. Again, that is a big deal, I feel like, pile number 2. So don't write it off as something that isn't, because it is, my loves. And leave me a comment if that reading resonated for you. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Okay, we are going to move on to pile number 3. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Citrine stone, and today's reading is a new moon in Sagittarius eclipse reading, and we are going to go ahead and get some messages from Spirit. I just love this stone. I'm going to hold it in my hand while I meditate for you, pile number 3. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 3s. Bless us today, Spirit, and thank you. I feel like I'm gonna burp, honestly, at the beginning of your reading. I'm like, and when that happens, I'm like, oh yeah, something's coming up. And I feel like pizza. I don't know if some of you guys just ate pizza or you really want pizza or what, but, or maybe like acid reflux pizza, like, ooh, you know? But anyway, pile number 3, let's go ahead and see if Spirit will give me any. Spirit is giving me Cheetos. All right, thank you, Spirit. Lots of interesting food for you, pile number 3. Let's see what else. I just heard I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to the gym tomorrow, or maybe you're going to take a walk or work out, or maybe you didn't eat the best today, but you're like, I'll do better tomorrow. Or like the last week, you're like, hell, Natalie, the last year, you know, let's see what else Spirit will give me. Spirit is telling me Domino's is a kind of pizza, but also the Domino's, the like plain, you know, the little Domino's as well. Let's see what else, Spirit. What else will you tell me? All right. I feel like somebody put too much like spice or sugar in something, or somebody poured too much salt or sugar or something onto something, and it was like, whoa, that's, I don't know why I'm getting all the food references, pile number 3, but interesting. Oh, Spirit just gave me lemonade. Maybe someone had lemonade that was like way too sugary, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, my beautiful pile number 3s. The full moon, the new moon lunar eclipse, or the new moon solar eclipse is on December 4th, okay? And just a few days away. And today, actually, the moon is in Scorpio. So the moon in Scorpio right before an eclipse, I was feeling super feisty today, pile number 3. Let me tell you, whew, moon in Scorpio. Let's go ahead, my beautiful pile number 3s, and get into your reading. Messages. Stellar gateway activation. Infinite potential. Manifestation vortex. Wow. Okay. Manifestation vortex. Pile number 3. So a lot of people say on eclipses, like, it's not a good time to manifest, but You know, sometimes you just have to when it's made for you. And you know what it looks like? It looks like the light on the top of the Luxor pyramid in Vegas right there. You know how it has that light that can go all the way into space? That's interesting. Anyway, I'm seeing the letter E here. And yeah, so I feel like, you know, this is a time for you to think about what it is. Like if you could have your best life, if you could have like the most amazing life that you could think of, what would that be for you? What would you, because Sagittarius energy, this new moon in Sagittarius is about, or this new moon in Sag is like about, Sagittarius is like vision and seeing what is possible, right? So infinite potential manifestation vortex. Ooh, I like it. We have reconsider. Okay. So your guides are, I feel like they're telling you don't think small, okay? If you've been thinking like too small, or you've just been like, I guess I'll take that. I don't know. Like maybe it's a job, or maybe it's a person in your life, or maybe it's a situation in your life and you're reconsidering like this person coming back into your life, or you're reconsidering a decision that you already made, or you're like, I guess, you know, and I feel like some of you like don't, one message I'm getting here is don't limit yourself, okay? And if you already made up your mind about something and it's what you really want, then I think you should go for it. For others of you here, your guides are asking you to reconsider something that you're thinking about doing, okay? And just meditate on it a bit more before you go ahead, all right? And then we have here, we have strength, pillar of strength. I love it. Okay, so if something is going to take you away from your potential and something like reduces your strength in order to reach your potential, your guides are saying, reconsider that decision, okay? Reconsider that decision. We have comfort. Okay, so you want to think about with anything you're deciding to do or putting your energy into, will this increase my potential and my future position for what I want? And is it also something that's going to bring me comfort at the end of the day? Does it feel nice? Okay. Like, does this feel nice? Or does it feel like I'm just hammering my way through something that I don't even really like? Okay. So think about those energies right now during this eclipse. Pile number 3. We have, I explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. The moon god Dionysus. I explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. Yeah, and maybe some of you guys are trying to get the strength to leave a situation, or the strength to reconsider something just because it brings you comfort may not be the best thing for you, okay? Like, comfort is amazing, but also, like, you know, we need to be able, like it says here, to explore the wildness and the pleasure within us first and foremost, okay? And consider if you're just staying in something or staying in a place because it's comfortable, yet you imagine better for yourself. Pile number 3 is what I feel like Spirit is saying to you during this time. And some of you need to like move, I feel like, during this eclipse. Maybe you've gotten a little too comfortable in one position, right? I mean, comfort is lovely, but it's saying also here to dance and be wild as well. Pile number 3. We have the King of Wands. Spirit is asking you to reconsider somebody's role in your life and the truth about that person, I feel like, for some of you here. Or to reconsider how, like, what position of authority that you're giving this person, or asking you to reconsider the intentions of this person, or asking you to be like, to not be impatient, okay? Because something better could come along, all right? Let's see what else. We have the 9 of Swords. Pile number 3, I am getting that energy of going back and forth, and I am feeling that energy in this reading, like Spirit is pulling me to one side and then is pulling me to the other, and then to one side and then to the other, right? It's like, should I have the strength to like just move away from this? Should I stay in it because it's comfortable? I'm not super happy anymore. I'm frustrated. I'm tired of this. Like, I'm sick of this person, or I'm sick of this situation. I'm feeling impatient. I'm feeling nervous, right? And Spirit is just saying, let's see what else. We have the 2 of Cups. Damn. Pile number 3. So I feel you guys could definitely be worried about a relationship in your life, okay? It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, a family, a person in your family, someone from work, whatever it is. But for some of you, this is definitely going to be relationship, okay? And maybe like staying in something because it gives you like a sense of security with the strength here, and also comfort. Well, at the same time, like maybe you really do want something better for yourself, okay? And some of you getting really impatient or really upset about the way a person has been making you feel or treating you, okay? And Spirit is asking you to reconsider someone in your life. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're asking to say, like, what does this person really give you? Maybe besides like heartburn, or keeping you up late at night, or making you worried about every little thing that happens. Or maybe there's just not like you two like one another, and you have there's still love there, but like the loving kind of romantic feelings are gone, but you still respect one another. Maybe some of you have been worried about a connection in your life, okay? And yeah, maybe some of you wondering like, do I have the strength to kind of walk away from this, or do I have the strength to continue on? It is comfortable, but it's not really what I want anymore. I feel like some of you may be wanting to get in touch with your wild side, your pleasurable side. I feel you guys in pile number 3, you have a side to you that is, you know, very wild, all right? And passionate. And so, yeah, you're definitely, if you're just feeling like something's missing, pile number 3, then yeah, that's not going to be enough for you, okay? We have here Guru Ram Das, humility, spiritual practice, and elevation. Elevation. So yeah, I feel you guys are just, you're wanting to explore maybe your spiritual side. You're wanting to get, maybe some of you wanting to get some different energy around you as well, and just not be stuck in a pattern or keep worrying about something, okay? It's like maybe some of you are engaging in spiritual practices right now, certain things that you're doing or meditations in order to deal with some of this like 9 of Swords energy, okay? And we have the candle and illuminate. So this eclipse is really illuminating what you guys truly want and desire. And, you know, something here is like spilling over, I kind of feel like too. And it's like melting and burning. And there's something inside of you, pile number 3, that needs like, I feel a craving and a need for you, pile number 3, to experience, I feel like for some of you, like sexual joy or union or pleasure in a way that, is like new and sensual. I'm just getting a lot of sexual energy in your guys' reading, okay? And I do feel like something is really, really becoming clear to you during this, you know, during this last eclipse that was in Taurus, during Scorpio season, and now this new moon solar eclipse. It's like something is becoming very clear to you about someone, okay? And you may be really reconsidering like your life with this person's role in your life, and what the future is going to hold for you two, okay? And we have soul delight and visualization. Yep, I mentioned visualization already with the manifestation vortex. Powerful time for you guys right now. Soul delight's indigo blue colors opens up the third eye. It stimulates imagination, visualization, clairvoyance, inspiration, and wisdom. Sodalite encourages you to take time to fantasize. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are fantasizing. You're like, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, this person frustrates me a lot. And I feel like you feel like maybe you can't be your fully passionate self, and there's a lot of worry about what's going on here, okay? And so Sodalite encourages you to take time to fantasize, daydream, and think in unlimited ways. It reminds you that the pictures envisioned in your mind can eventually manifest in the tangible world. Absolutely. I am a creator of my reality. I use my imagination to visualize what I want in my life so then it can be realized. You guys are powerful manifestors, all right? You're very, very strong in that area. But when you're in a position of being very worried, tired, or weak, this diminishes your strength, okay? So Spirit is saying you do need comfort, you do need pleasure, you do need things to be illuminated, you do need your fantasies at this time and your spiritual practices. You need to be wild and to dance in pleasure. You definitely need pleasure. We have a full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast, okay? And this is coming up on the Two of Cups. So I do feel like, you know, whatever message you're trying to get across right now to someone, pile number 3, I feel that it is going to be successful. If you're like, you know, I don't really want to worry about this anymore. I'm just reconsidering my involvement altogether. Like, I don't want to be worried like this. Normally, I'm not like that. I love to be like wild and free, but I feel like, you know, I feel like you've given it some time, given it some space, okay, here. And I do feel there is a meaningful connection. There is meaningful energy between you and someone, and it is a great comfort to know that this person is in your life. And I do think a win-win can come out of it, all right? And it may come after this eclipse but I feel like it's something you definitely need to speak with someone about, okay? Pile number 3, like if you haven't really said exactly what you're feeling, I feel this is kind of what's building in you that needs to come into fruition, okay? We have the best possible decision, all right? So some of you may be worried about a decision, about a relationship, or about someone in your life. And you're like, well, I want to do what's best for both of us, or I want to do what at the end of the day would be best for both of us, okay? And if some of you are worried about making a good decision right now, you're gonna weigh things out, you're gonna take everything into consideration, you're gonna think about the life that you want, and you're gonna experience more pleasure and comfort in your life, pile number 3, okay? And Spirit is saying here, best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known, okay? So there is something that is illuminating for you around a particular person that you may be, like I said, reconsidering their role in your life, all right? And Spirit is coming through to say, Goddess Artemis, it doesn't miss, okay? She's the goddess of the bow, and she's the one that is, you know, firing the bow and arrow and hitting the target exactly right on. So ask Spirit at this time, visualize, right? Meditate, do your spiritual practices here, and think about what you want the most right now, pile number 3 too, okay? And all of that energy is gonna help you understand what is the best possible decision for you. And maybe you're making a decision for more than just you. Maybe it has to do with other people as well. So there's a lot to consider. And I feel like you guys may be like considering and going back and forth on something. But during this eclipse, I feel like you guys are going to get the illumination that you need, all right? And at the end of the day, it's gonna be okay, all right? A win-win outcome is forecast. The best decision for both of you, or the best decision for your life path and their life path, whoever this is about, because I really feel this is about something in your life, okay? Pile number 3, like someone that is in your life. Let's go ahead and see for my beautiful pile. Maybe you've been worried about someone too. You've been worried about someone, or someone's been worried about you. I'm also getting that energy. Let's go ahead and see. Let's get some messages from Spirit. What does pile number 3 need to know during this eclipse? Please, Spirit. What does pile number 3 need to know? 10 of Wands. It's been, you know, it's been tough. Like, you can't lie to yourself, right? Pile number 3, like, it's been tough. You know how it's been. I know you know how it's been. It's been very hard to keep everything together. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. It's been heavy. Oh, the 7 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you've really like expended a lot of energy on something. All right. And you've been very strong. I feel like pile number 3, we have strength right here. And even though you've been very worried, maybe you haven't let a lot of people see how this situation is affecting you or what it's been doing to you, okay? Because you have been very strong. And I feel like some of you are saying, well, I had to be, okay? Like, you've been through a phase, I feel like recently, where things have been an uphill battle. They really have been. Let's see what else. What else does Spirit want to know? Okay, that's funny. I said, what does Spirit want to know? I feel like Spirit wants to know what's going to make you happy. Okay, like putting in effort and trying really hard. Like, all of these things are important and shows Spirit what we want, but I also feel like there's an easier way for you. It's this stellar gateway activation with this manifestation vortex. So, I mean, manifestation, maybe some of you are reconsidering some of your manifestations and you put a lot into it, but you're just like, I don't know, right? But Spirit really wants to know, like, what makes you happy? What can we do for you? Like, you've been working real hard, pile number 3. So make sure you ask. Let's see what else. What else does Spirit? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. There may be someone that, interesting, that is, that isn't as excited about something as you are, okay, is what I'm kind of getting. And that's kind of like a buzzkill in a way, okay? I mean, there is like this whole idea of like sober consistency and, you know, taking one step at a time. And I mean, I'm all for that, but I also feel like you guys need more pleasure, okay? I explore my wildness and I dance in pleasure. That's definitely the 9 of Cups, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles is just like, every day is drudgery. Every day sucks, you know? Every day takes the life out of me. I'm so sick of it. I need some pleasure. I need some release. I need some happiness, you know? Spirit is hearing you, pile number 3. I feel like a lot of you guys, like, you never want to be complainers. You would never, I feel like many of you would never actually even say that to Spirit. You would just hold it in yourself. But that's why Spirit is saying, like, it is important now that you say what you want to Spirit. Like, Spirit wants to know what you want. I feel like some of you are afraid of asking for too much. Okay, you're not asking for too much. Not in any of your relationships, not from Spirit. In fact, Spirit's like, ask us for more. Like, you're way too conservative about what you ask us for, all right? With the Knight of Pentacles, it's too easy for us to give you that. Ask for something more. Pile number 3, manifestation vortex. That's so funny. Let's see what else does Spirit have to say to pile number 3. That is hilarious. We have the Emperor. Yeah, Spirit's like, the Emperor works smarter, not harder, okay? And Spirit's saying, ease up a little bit. You know, there's someone else that could do that for you, or you can find a better way to do that, or, you know, let's see what else. What else does Spirit want to say to pile number 3 here? We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, work smarter, not harder. And we have the Page and the Knight, right? And I feel like some of you guys are like, oh, I'll just take this little bit for myself. You know, I'll just take this tiny little bit and that'll be good enough, you know? And it's like, no, no, no. Like, you are at this phase of your life now, pile number 3, where it's like, stand in your power, ask for what's yours, especially for those of you that have been very dedicated to your spiritual practice. And I mean, chop wood, carry water. You guys have definitely done that already. Like, you've been humble. Humility is on this card here. I think you've been humble enough. I think, you know, it's time for you to, the Emperor in the tarot is called the Son of the Mighty and the Chief, or the Son of the Morning and the Chief amongst the Mighty, which is a wonderful title, okay? And that's like rightfully who you are, okay? And if you're just asking for very, very little when you've actually put a lot of work into things, Spirit is saying, ask for more, okay? Don't bore us with your manifestations. Go big or go home, okay? They're saying you can ask for more, Jupiter and Pisces, all right? Especially in 2021, as Jupiter goes into Pisces, ask for more. It's your time, all right? We have the 7 of Cups. You're like, I don't know what to ask for. Oh my God. Like, I'm not sure, you know, like there's so many things. I don't know. Like, it's just a lot. And I don't want to overwhelm myself, because I feel like when you guys ask for something, you're like, that's going to take a lot of hard work. I know that I'm not going to make that happen without a lot of elbow grease and effort on my part. So when I ask for something, it's like, maybe you guys have a heavy Saturn in your chart. I don't know, but it's like, don't be afraid to pick something. Don't be afraid to ask for something. Your higher self actually wants you to kind of zero in on what it is that you truly desire, okay? The 7 of Cups is Venus in Scorpio, all right? And Venus is in her detriment in Scorpio. So it's not the best place for like picking what we want, you know, because it's like the obvious thing is right there, but we're getting distracted by a lot of other stuff, and or by the same old things, you know, that distracted us in the past. So Spirit is saying, like, just connect with your higher self through your spiritual practices. You're going to be able to figure out what it is here, all right? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Some of you are like, I don't know if I can take anything else. The 9 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. I don't have any time left in the day. It's too much. But look at this. It's not, the High Priestess is easy. It's like absorbing, right? It's absorbing a blessing, I feel like. And I feel like you guys are like, I don't think it could be that easy. It is that easy right now for you, pile number 3. Okay. And you're like, if I take on anything else, like I'm going to be out of balance, or I'm going to be like, there's going to have to be so many changes. I don't know. Like, I'm a little more comfortable with taking bite size of things, and that's okay. That's all right. That's all right if you need to do that for a while. But I do feel like there's some manifestations that are kind of owed to you right now, pile number 3. And Spirit is like patiently waiting and saying, you know, give it to me, baby. All right. So I feel like, you know, when you're ready, go ahead and do it. I also would say don't overburden yourself with too much multitasking. Okay. That's another thing that can make us feel very overwhelmed and make us feel like I don't even want, like, I just have to deal with what's on my plate, like nothing new, you know? So I feel like don't confuse yourself by like overly multitasking or things like that, pile number 3. It's so interesting. Your reading went from love to like life. And I mean, love is a part of life, but let me see if I can get some love messages from here too. Spirit wanted to go in a different direction, but yeah, Spirit wanted you to go in a different direction because something you were trying to do with a particular person or trying to force something was like, you know, watching whatever it is melt, right? Watching cement melt. I don't know what that saying is, but like watching something melt, it just, you know, you're doing all this effort and it's just exhausting you in like one area of your life, I feel. So Spirit is like, pull back and, you know, wait for this person to kind of like do something, okay? You've got a lot going on with this Emperor card, and you're trying to decide like where is the best place to put your energy, okay? So think through that. And I definitely feel during this Sagittarius new moon lunar or new moon solar eclipse, there's going to be a lot of illumination for you, okay? You're going to see clearly what's going on. If you've been taking on the lion's share of something, it's time for you to do a little bit less so that you can pull back and really get into that manifestation vortex. Okay, pile number 3. I hope that that reading was good for you. It was good for me, and I hope that it served you on your path, and many blessings to everyone. And I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.